Hey everybody, how's it going today? It is me, Captain Edge. You have no idea what lengths I've gone through to make this video due to camera issues and getting them into focus. It's been nothing short of frustration fest here. But nevertheless, here we go. I promised you guys a video where we made a drum kit, and this is it. Today we're looking at the SMPLTrek from Sonicware, and this thing has been kind of a staple in my life since it came along. I think this thing's amazing. They just released a new patch recently, past week, that allows you to have more than one drum kit, which is amazing, and up to 4 instruments. So finally we have a reasonable number of samples in here, and a reasonable number of drum kits. And drums can be used to launch more than just drums, obviously. They can be used to launch clips if you want. For example, I'm going to show you what I did here before we get started. I've got 2 drum kits right here. These are identical right now because I was playing around with them, but there's some instruments. But if I go over here, and I'm going to go into the actual kit so you can see what's going on. I've got some samples here, and these are on a mute group with the kick. So if I also got some other cymbals and stuff that I brought in from other drum kits to accompany them. And I'm going to show you how I built this drum kit right now so you can get the same results if you want to, or you can utilize this to do something totally different. The cool part about this, as I said, is that you can make your own drum kits to do whatever you want them to do. You can have vocal samples on one of the drum kits. You could have instrument samples, chords and whatnot on a drum kit. The possibilities are kind of endless, and it really is making the SMPLTrek a lot more useful. So first, what I'm going to do to get started is I'm going to start a brand new project, okay? So I'm going to go to Pool, and I'm going to select a new project, and we will go to project 9. And I will say, yeah, I'll save my current project just so I don't lose it. And there we go. All right, so here we are in a fresh project. No samples, nothing has been applied yet here. So first what we want to do is we decide we're going to make a drum kit, right? So let's go, and we'll press the little pencil button. It'll say, what do you want to create? I'm going to say a drum. Boom, and there's our drum. Now we hit function and Pool right here, and that will say you want to put a sample, MIDI, kit. What do you want to put on here? So I'm going to say a sample. If you bought this with the Kickstarter, you got the sound packs from Black Octopus. I'm going to use those. They're my presets, is where I put them. Black Octopus, here we go. And now as we scroll down, you get all these menus of different sounds. One other thing, by the way, that they added here, which I am very much happy with, is that now when you make a selection, like say for example I'm jumping right now down into one of these, we'll go to this drums, Leviathan 3 drums, and let's see what we got for sounds here. I'm going to go with the first one. I really like that one. Is at 120. So if I go over to the sample, as I am right now, highlight it like that, I can press OK, and this will load that sample, or prepare to load the sample. To preview the sample, I move my cursor over to this little arrow, and that will let me preview it. But I'm going to say yes, so I highlight the sample, press OK, and now I say I want to chop this, okay? Boom. And now it loads that sample in, and what we see here is a representation of the sample. It's right there. Now, as you can see, there are some different hits here. I don't want all of them. I don't need them all, because why would I bring that whole loop in and waste a bunch of pads here when I only have 15 per drum kit? So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Auto Slice. If I press, let's see, what the sensitivity is at 6. That should work for this because it's a drum kit. Maybe a little higher. All right, there we go. That's individualizing the drums. Yeah, so if now we got the 4 main. Basically, we have the 4 main samples looped over and over just like they are in the actual sample. All right. Now, if I want to bring these in, I can go one of a couple ways. I can either just say, yeah, okay, next, boom, and I can bring these all in, and it will just fill all the pads. Or I can bring in the ones I want. I'm just going to bring the ones I want because that's kind of what the cool part is here, right? I'm going to say create a drum kit right here. Boom. And now I'm going to say I want 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all I need. The rest of these I can leave empty. Okay, and now I'm just gonna hit skip for the rest. There are 16 samples, this slice 16 up here. And now I'm complete. If I hit next, I can save this to my current project or my pool. I'm going to put it in my pool, and I'm going to call this house beat. Now, all right, and the rest of these, I'm just going to clear the other spaces, put spaces over these other characters just to get rid of them so it's not so messy here. And actually, I'm going to add one thing at the end here. I'm going to add because sometimes I'll have more than one house beat, I'm going to put a 0, 1 at the end, just so that I can differentiate them. Hit load here, and now it's loaded up. Now if I go into edit, nothing on these, right? Perfect. That's awesome, because now what I want to do is I want to bring in something else on these. I don't want to just, waste I want to make this as much, basically put as many samples in here and make a performance out of it if possible. So now what I would do is I would go over to, back to home for a second here. And we're going to go do another drum kit. Now this is just going to be a temporary drum kit. We're not going to keep this one, but same thing. We're going to go over and we're going to bring in function and go to the list here, the pool, and we're going to bring in a sample. And now I'm going to go down the same, it brought me in the same folder where I was a minute ago, which is really handy because basically if I go right here and go out, it takes me to other instruments in the same kind of vein as where we're at right now. We got vocals, and here we have synths and music. All right, we're going here, synths and music. Let's see what we have for chords. A minor is a good one usually, so let's see what we got for that. That's nice right there. All right, we'll use this one. Okay, so now I'm gonna select that, and I'm gonna hit OK, and I'm gonna chop this up. Boom. Now, once this comes in, you see we've got same type of thing set up. I'm going to hit auto and see where it gets me. Hopefully it will get me 4 slices and not too many more. It gave me a bunch of slices. Okay, that's right. We'll turn down the sensitivity. Yeah, we can use those. All right, so let's take the ones I don't want. I'm going to clear. Okay, so I'm just going to the samples I don't want. So we kind of have a clear 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the ones I want. All right, now I'm going to hit next. And it says, do I want to make a drum kit or do I want to split the files? I'm going to hit split files because rather than make another drum kit, right, I'm just going to take these samples and put them out. So we'll go right here, click OK, or click down on the stick here, and now it says done. All right, so now let's go back to the other drum kit we had a minute ago. Okay, and I'm going to go kit select. We're good. We want the house kit. That's run. And if I go left onto the drum kit and press OK, it says I can edit the drum kit. I can change some settings here, but I'm going to go to edit drum kit. Boom. And now we're just going to go instrument parameters. Okay. And here are the 4 samples that are loaded, and here are the empty spots. We'll start right here. We'll do kind of like a little grid right here, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the notes. So we have the drums right here, and we'll have the notes right there, and it's kind of, this is a very much personal type thing, so don't feel like what I'm showing you is the end all be all. All right, so what you want to do is you want to go to the first empty spot on your sampler, press A down, and that will take you to loading from the sample pool, okay, or loading from your samples. I'm going to go to presets because I was in presets before. We're going to go to Black Octopus, and we're going to go down to Leviathan. That's where these were. It stores these samples in the same folder as the original sample. So we'll go down here. We're going to go down to synths, and there we go. And now we'll look down here. Here is our original track, I believe. Let me double check. Yep, that's the original one we were using. And then below it, you'll see these are the samples that we're looking for. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to load this one first. Now we'll go to right here, next pad right there. Okay. And we're going to get a sample for that one. Boom. Which is the next one down. Get that in there. Over here. Same thing. File. Go down one. Boom. There it is. And then one more pad. File. Down the next one. Double check it to be sure it's right with sound. And it is. Okay. And now yeah, we didn't even need this one. Actually, technically, they're the same. Anyways, but now we've got basically what we need to create a track already. If I go to the next part here, let's see, which is, all right, let me just modify the decay a little bit on these. Let's go with the decay of 1. That'll be nice enough to give it just a little fade. Give them all a decay of 1. And we can adjust the effect set if we want to there. And I'm going to put these in a choke group. Okay, so all the instruments I'm going to put in choke group 2. So cut each other off, but not the drums. Just because I think that might be most useful. There we go. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Now the other thing we've got here, one other thing I want to show you just for kind of a neat little thing. All right, is we're gonna go back here, back to the instrument parameters. Now we're gonna go to kit parameters and go down to pad color. All right, and the reason we're going to pad color is because, well, I want to know where my drums are and I want to know where my synth sounds are. So I'm gonna go right here and I'm just gonna give my drums, make them all kind of like, usually I go blue for drums or some kind of blue. If you want, maybe you want to know your hats are here, you can, yeah, maybe that's my, go right there. So that's yeah, it's easier to go through. Yeah, perfect. And now we'll just make this a synthesizer color. So let's change this to, I feel like that's a nice, that'd be nice green. It feels green. Let's turn it green. And now we know where our instruments are. Everything's mapped out. All right, hit back again. And now we can do anything else we want here. We can go to send effects for check. See, we got here, effects are on right now. Right now it's Hall effect. I can turn that up a little if I want more. That's a bit intense. Let's turn that down. I do like the ping pong effect. I just think that's a little bit much. And we got a whole track. That's pretty much everything. Now let's go back again, and I'm gonna hit save. Okay, and I'm just gonna give this a name. We'll save the project Sure, we'll just save it. Actually, we'll save. Yeah, we'll save it as a project. Click OK. House speed 1. Click OK. I'll save it separate as well, and that's fine. And we'll save the exited kit. Boom. Everything's done. Now we go back over here to the main menu. If I hit right there, now we can start recording if we want. Let's go back to the main menu here. And we've only got one drum kit used. I'm going to get rid of this one just because it doesn't need to be here. All right, now that we're here, we'll do a quick little record. Actually, we can do it one of a couple ways. We can either manually enter a record in, or we could manually play it, or we could actually just enter the notes in, which I'm going to show you how to do a quick little thing I like to do. All right, so I'm going to go right, pick my kick drum, right? Boom, boom, boom. I'm just adding the notes to their place here. If you look up here, actually it should look like that. It was a little off on one of them. You can pick your note, and actually, you know, I'm gonna get rid of these two because the second one, I actually want the second hit type note there, which is right there. I'll put one of those right there also. And then in the in-between notes, which are right here, 1, 2 over, right? We're gonna put our hi-hats. So put hi-hat there, hi-hat here, hi-hat here, hi-hat here. Now I should have and then there we go. Now we're halfway there. And that's pretty much it. If you liked this project and it was useful to you seeing how to create a drum kit and take it all the way to the point of being basically a track, let me know what you thought in the comments. I would love to hear what you're thinking and what you'd like to see in the next video that I make with this device. If you have any questions about this specific video, hit me up in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. As I said, this was complicated to shoot this video, so please let me know what you thought in the comments, and don't be afraid to subscribe. I will not be spamming you, but I will definitely be bringing you lots of useful videos. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Be safe. Have a great day. It was awesome hanging out with you. Take care. Bye for now.